Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Caffeine Queen Crafts. My name is Sarah. We are here today for my month in review for August of 2025. This is very exciting. I also decided I'm going to start, there's a few crafts I do besides diamond painting. I'm going to start showing you guys what I'm working on with that, but we also always start with the update on my book destash log status. Then we'll get into a new craft I'm doing, and then finally the diamond painting. Sorry about the scratching sounds. That would be my cat, who might make an appearance soon. But it is what it is. We live, we learn. Okay, so let's take a look at the book situation this month. So this month, I am in a bit of a rut in terms of physical reading. I am still working on Manhunt, which is about the Abraham Lincoln assassination. So I have no updates in my physical books, other than I successfully did not buy any new books. So yay me. I did get a book recommended to me, hi Miso, today by a friend. Where did my good pen go? Miso, why are you misoing so rudely? Okay, that was Miso. All right, hold on, sorry. Okay, so a book that was recommended to me today was, what was it? It was a new Casey McQuiston book. I don't know if it's new actually, but I had not heard of it. Let me double check the title real quick. Casey McQuiston. It is The Pairing. It is new. It's from 2024. Number one is I'm writing that in Romanticy. Whoopsies, I forgot that I color-coded these. The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. All right. So that is the update to our exhibit thing. Now we are moving on to the Harry Bosch universe. So I did finish a few in here. This is a long-term project, obviously, 41 books. So let's see. I finished up to Void Moon. I'm currently reading Void Moon. So I did finish Angel's Flight in here. Where are my stickers? Oh, he's so good. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot my stickers, which are a necessary part of this process. Okay. Go ahead and we'll do. Yep. This little check mark here looks good. All right, check mark on number 8 because we read that. Yay us. All right. Cool. Then we get to fill in. I did finish Angel's Flight. Was there a color system that I had to these, or I was just coloring them in whatever I wanted? It looks like I was just coloring them in whatever I wanted. So I'll pick a color and I'll just color it in. And if that's wrong, it's wrong and we'll all live. Also, I'm sorry if I sound stuffy today. I'm back to school, so obviously I immediately caught a cold. So then we have finished one of the Harry Bosch pies. That's exciting. Okay. Keep on flipping. obviously have not finished any of the other Harry Bosch books. The Lincoln Lawyer, The Poet I finished. Blood Work I already crossed off, so we're good there. Next up is the Cosmere, Brandon Sanderson. I have not made any progress on this because I'm not allowed to do any more Brandon Sanderson until I finish the Brandon Sanderson I already have, which obviously I have not done. So we're leaving that alone for now. Audiobooks. Okay, that's the Odds and Ends audiobooks that I just found still sitting in my Audible account. So there were a few that I found that were not in this list for some reason. Oh yeah, I remember. I checked when I put the list down. I only included books that I hadn't started instead of books that I hadn't finished. So we had Just Mercy was one of them. I need to go through and do the others. Just Mercy by, I forget his name. I'll fill it in later, but we'll add it. All right, so the first book we finished in this lovely little genre was, I did finish A Poisoned Passion. A Poisoned Passion by, I don't have the room for the whole name, so I'm just going to do the last name, Fanning. And Just Mercy by something, Brandon, starts with an S, I forget. Okay. An extra sticker sit there. So I get to put down 2 stickers in this section. What stickers shall I do? I just sort of pick random stickers. I got some boba tea, cute. And what else? Thumbs up, also cute. All right. A Poisoned Passion we finished, so get to go ahead and fill in that pie. And I think I left room in here for another pie, so go ahead and we'll add the other books that I forgot to put into this section. I'll have to update you on what the notebook looks like next month. All right. Just go ahead and draw a circle. I'm going to divide it into fifths for now. I'll put Just Mercy there. Not the most riveting section, but you know. 3 books, 3 audiobooks finished this month. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to start reading Manhunt during my lunch break. I always loved reading during lunch break when I was in middle school and high school too. So that'll just be what we do now. Loopholes, we don't have anything. All right. So that is it for books. We're going to start looking at my non-diamond painting crafts. I have a few, but we're only going to start with introducing one, which I did start this month, and that is doing the, God, there's a technical name for them, like the esoteric sticker scenes, basically, where I just got a kit off Amazon. I have another one that I'm working on, but we're not going to do whips for this. It's just, you know, it's my sticker logbook. So I did the first one a little different. You can see this is my first finish of 2025, my first finish ever. This was Cute Bear Cream Bakery. I don't know the artist. Hopefully it's licensed. That's just now occurring to me. And I finished it on August 6th. So how I did it was I put the original art down below and then the sticker there. I did that this way on the first one, but on the second one, I put the original art on the thing to the side. All right, this one was Cute Puppy Convenience Store. I also finished it on the 6th. It was my second finished ever, my second finish for 2025, obviously. And I think this is the last one. Yeah, I'm still working on another one. I'm not writing down my start date for these, just the day that I finished them. So there were 3 of these that I did in August. This is the Cute Capybara Burger Shop, which I loved this one. It's so cute. So cute. 3rd finish ever. 3rd finish of 2025. And I'm going to grab this bookmark and this notebook that I'm just now noticing. That can go on where my last one is. All right, so that is my sticker set. With that, we are going to start getting into the diamond paintings. So hang tight and I will be right back with the first diamond painting, okay? All right, we're back. So in my July month in review, I was like, I'm not going to start any more whips because I didn't have any finishes in July. And what did I immediately do? I started a whip. This is the Crystal Ball from Make Market. It has 2 colors, the gold and the purple. And this one, I put the glue down myself and I painted it as I went. It got very tedious. I'm not going to get into too many details because I do love how it turned out. I am super happy to have had the experience of doing a 3D diamond painting. I think doing this one in particular was really awesome. It's a very cool concept, but I am probably never going to do one of these again. If you're curious about this process and what it was like, I did do a vlog about trying 3D diamond painting, so you can make sure to check that out. It will be linked up in the corner. But yeah, this one also, I liked, it lights up. Yeah. It's super cool. I love it. And it's a really, really amazing piece of Halloween decor that I'm super happy I own. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Other stats about it is it was my 14th start of 2025, my 16th finish ever, my 9th finish of 2025. I started it August 3rd and I finished it August 7th, and that was a super long 4 days. I never probably gonna do one of these ever again, so everyone enjoy. All right, and then we will get into our next piece. All right, next up we have the Bumblebee by Carla Joseph. This was my 12th start of the year, my 17th finish ever, my 10th finish of 2025. This is from the Indigenous collection. It is legally licensed from the author Carla Joseph. The Indigenous collection sells art that is legally licensed from Indigenous artists. I love the company's mission. I don't want to go too much in depth into this one either. It had 23 colors, no specials. I did this one as part of the Be Happy event that was hosted by Natalie at Diet Coke and Diamonds and Tiffany at Diamonds at Tiffany's. They did a great job. Sorry, I have a cat trying to jump in my lap. I had a lot of thoughts about this one. There were things that I liked about it. There were things I did not like about it. I did a whole post review. If you are curious about my thoughts on this work, you should definitely check that out because they were complicated. And what it essentially boiled down to is I think I liked the original art, which I have right here. I think I liked the original art better as a print than I did as a diamond painting. Sorry, my hydroponic garden just turned on. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much depth or detail, but that was my second finish of the month. And I'm not unhappy that I did it. It's probably not going to be one that I keep. This is going to go to someone as a gift. For more details about my thoughts on this, make sure to check out that post review. We shall move on to finish number 3. Finish number 3. This looks a little odd. I misplaced the stickers that Diamond Art Club has. They are somewhere. I have not given up on finding them yet, so I have not filled out my logbook on these yet, other than with basic facts. These are the succulent coasters, or 2 of the succulent coasters. I will pop up pictures of the other ones because they're not with me. I did this project specifically because I am a beverage goblin who always has an iced coffee, and my classroom needed coasters. And we needed coasters at the desks, by which I mean the teacher, my desk, my assistant's desk, our teacher computer station, and all of our different learning centers, just so that each of us can put down our iced coffee, because we're both iced coffee people. I held these 2 back because we're not pulling kids yet. It's a long story. But these are the 2 that are still at the house. They're going to go to school with me tomorrow. Since I'm now going to be done filming this, I'll pop up a picture here of the whole set. So this one was my 15th start of 2025, my 11th finish of 2025, and my 18th finish overall. I am very happy with how these turned out. I think they look good. They're all crystals, every one of them. I thought that they were going to look, when I unboxed them originally, which I think this is going up, spare drill, before my unboxing of these, I was worried that these were going to be cheap. And I'm actually very pleasantly surprised with how well they have turned out. They're not like, they felt flimsy until they got the drills on them. And now that the drills are there, they feel much more solid, much more like of a presence. I totally get the coaster vision. They do have the little cork thing. I do wish this was slightly bigger, but I get why it's not, because, you know, it can't go all the way to the edge because it's not an even surface. But these are great coasters. The ones that I have in my classroom already have been working wonderfully. I do recommend them. I like it a lot. I think we need a couple more. I might get another set of Diamond Art Club coasters, or see if another company makes coasters to try them out for you guys. But we'll see what happens, and I'm super happy with how this turned out. So if you are thinking about Diamond Art Club coasters, I'm pleased with how they turned out. I did seal them just because of the gapping, but then that also makes me even more confident in them as coasters. So yeah, they are free place, so you do have to single place every diamond, but that's obviously not a deal breaker for me. I mean, after I did the crystal ball, which was entirely free placing on a 3D set, this was like nothing. It took me maybe an hour per coaster, if even. Pretty simple and easy to do. All right, with that, we will move on to my 4th and final finish of August 2025, and that is the big one. So stay tuned for that. Sorry. We've been filming this over a couple sessions on a couple different days, but we're back. This should be the last one. This is my final finish of the month. This is Boreas by John William Waterhouse from Jaded Gem Shop. I'm trying to get the whole thing in frame. I don't know if I can. So this lovely guy is the reason there were no finishes in July, because this is essentially pure confetti. I did this one for Summer with the Masters. It is a hybrid render, so computer rendered and hand touched. And it is just essentially, let me zoom you in so you can see. confetti, confetti, confetti galore. Endless confetti. Each section of this took about 4 hours to do. Hence why I didn't finish. But let me just say, this was from Jaded Gem Shop, and I am so happy with how it turned out. The render on this is amazing. It sparkles, it shines, the way the ABs are placed. Like, it really enhances the kit. Like, this might be some of the best AB placement I've ever seen. They're in the curve of her dress, around the outside of the veil that's blowing out. There's a little bit of the glimmering fairy dust in the sky. I'm sorry, every time I move my hand, Miso, who has not crashed this filming session yet, decides to be rude. Do you like to lay on diamond paintings? Yes, you do. You're so good. You're such a butt. You're so cute, though. Oh. Little rabbit. Little rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. All right. Well, luckily it's in square, so there's no exposed glue. There was a little bit of color blocking in the sky, a little in her arms and face, and then a little in the dress right by the cat booty. But overall, if you get this kit, which I highly recommend because it was totally worth it, be prepared for some confetti galore. So let's take a look at some stats. Yeah, Miso stats. Oh, you don't like statistics? Whoopsies. Now you're on Mama's logbook. Why are you being rude? Am I the only one that sees how ridiculous this animal is? Okay. Thank you for bumping the camera from your chair. All right, so let's take a look at some stats. If I can find it. There we go. Okay. So, Boreas by John William Waterhouse from Jaded Gem Shop. It is a 60 by 85 centimeter. I started it on June 2nd. I did not write down the finish date, and I'm blanking on it right now. It was my 7th start of 2025. 49 colors, 2 ABs, 1 glimmer. My 19th finish ever, my 12th finish overall. A lot of effort, but 100% worth it. Would do again in a heartbeat. So if you are looking for a good Summer with Masters project next year, I highly recommend. All right, let's zoom on into my whips. Thanks so much. One sec. See you in a bit. All right, my first whip coming into September is Paint the Moon by Cuisine Cecil. I think I'm saying that wrong. This is from Diamond Art Club's Amazon exclusive kits. As you can see, I'm most of the way through it. All I have left is this section here and then this little mini row up at the top. And all I've got left is basically pure color blocking. Now you're probably like, Sarah, that's not going to take a lot of time. And you're right, it's not, but I hate color blocking. I needed a break because I did a lot of color blocking in a very short period of time, and I despise color blocking. It has 28 kits, including 3 ABs. You can kind of see where the ABs are. They're in like these drip down on the moon, this white AB here, up into the moon again. Or I'm sorry, there's 4 ABs, I lied. That's the white one. There's a yellow AB in this like string here, and the stars. And then there's these red ABs, or pink in the cloud, these reddish pink ABs in the clouds, and then a blue AB also in the clouds, just kind of giving that little glowy accent effect. This one is for my daughter's daycare. They're opening a center, and I thought that they would like to have something for the walls, and it's actually perfect because I saw the director of the daycare at a birthday party recently, and she was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put on the walls yet. And I was like, oh, I have something for you. It's not done, but I am probably going to finish this in September, even though I'm doing drills and chills, just because it is a gift that does need to get done. What else? It is 33 by 46 centimeters, and let's have a look at the original art. Sorry, the camera's shaky. That's my bad. I think that the render is really good on this. Like, you get the glowy effect from the dripping moon and all that. Like, it looks good. It does. It just looks really great. I will link it down below. I still do not have any affiliate links. This is all just for fun. So if you're looking for a snack-ish kit, it's maybe a little big to be considered a snack-ish kit. It's really small for me, though. Speaking of my child, who should be asleep, but what can I do? All right, and then we'll move on to my last whip, which will look very familiar if you've been watching my channel for a while. One sec. All right, last whip going into September. Full disclosure, I made no progress on this one, so if you saw my last month in review, you're like, oh, Sarah. But to be fair, this whip is Elegance Fuchsia by Helcorio from Diamond Art Studio UK. If that name sounds familiar, a few people have done her artwork, and it is notoriously high color count. This baby has 198 colors. There are 3 columns to that color list. So it is pure confetti from start to finish. I love it. I love it so much. This artwork is amazing. The colors are amazing. The color scheme is amazing. Everything about it is just incredible to me. I love it to bits. And I'm so sad that I did not have time to work on this one, but it is my passion project. It was not a priority. I wanted to finish summer with the masters and be happy. And I wanted to try 3D diamond painting, and there was just so much else going on. Oops, sorry, my hand. So it was not in the cards this time, but I am hoping to get to it at least a little bit whenever I need a break from drills and chills. So aside from 198 colors, other stats about this one is it is a 60 by 90 canvas. No specials. I started it on June 16th, 2025, and there's the original artwork. Oh, I love this one so much. I cannot wait to see how it looks finished. Oh, especially her dress. This is making me really want to just blow off drills and chills for a hot second. Do a section of this. Well, sorry to disappoint that there's no progress on that. I will do my best so that when we're here again in a month, it's a little bit of a different situation. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. What was your favorite of the kits that I finished or am still whipping. I want to hear what you guys are working on, how many finishes you had this month, all that. And thanks again for watching this long rambling video that was filmed over the course of like 3 days. I'm sorry it took me so long. And that this one's going up late, but what can you do? Anyway, I hope that your caffeine is sitting just right and that you are having an amazing day and your crafting is going super well. Thanks so much. Bye.